What did you see from Gabriel Ynoa tonight that was different from his last start?
Well, just not quite as crisp. The fastball wasn't coming out of the hand quite as lively. He'd been working the fastball in the mid-90s. Occasionally rushed it up there, 96, 97. Wasn't coming out quite as hot tonight, and his slider a little flat as well. So the crispness just not quite there. And I think you're going to get those inconsistencies when you don't start quite as often. Of course, a little sporadic here at the end for Ynoa. But, Mike Wright did a nice job coming in after Ynoa, eating up the 3 strong innings. And I think that's a positive sign as they continue to try to figure out what's going on, with Mike Wright this season and how they're going to use him next year. Of course, out of options. So anytime Wright gets into a ball game and he's able to put some zeros up, that's going to be a positive sign for him. Big kid. Yeah, and you wonder, he's shown the big velocity when he's worked out of the bullpen. At times getting up there 97, 98 miles an hour. His fastball velocity in the low 90s, but he was getting good sink tonight and had nice command of his slider.
Mike, it's not very often you see 3 young guys come up out of the minor leagues, even though it's the last month, and do what Hayes, Cisco, and Santander now have done. What are you thinking about these guys for future with this ball club?
Yeah, well, it's bright. Obviously, I love their poise, and they're so young that they stand in there in the box and they are just not phased. They have nice quiet takes. They're not trying to do too much right now to impress, Buck Showalter and the Orioles organization. They're just kind of doing what they did in the minor leagues, and that's have quality at bats. They put up some big time numbers down in Double-A. Hayes did a monster season in the minor leagues, and of course Cisco has proven himself as a great hitter, but they just seem so poised and relaxed here at the major league level, and I think that's a positive sign. So many times young players, they just can't overcome that, the bright lights, playing in the big ballparks, but seems like they're under control for sure.
Well, Mike, as always, we appreciate your comments. Look forward to chatting with you Friday night when the Orioles get to St. Petersburg, Florida. They'll have their final weekend series against the Tampa Bay Rays.